For those who feel guilty they're not doing enough exercise, this next story will provide a little relief. New long-term data shows short bursts of activity each day can generate huge benefits for your health.
There are plenty of good reasons why Australians struggle to find the time to exercise.
When you have kids and work, especially when you have very active kids, they're very busy.
Minto, mother of two, Morley Sharman, isn't alone.
Very few middle-aged adults are engaging in vigorous, intense activity during leisure time.
Experts say those who can't afford the time or money for this should be tapping into short bursts of incidental exercise they call VILPA.
And we have coined this concept of vigorous, intermittent lifestyle physical activity.
They say 1-minute bursts of intense activity several times a day, such as running for the bus, climbing stairs or chasing the kids, is just as good for your health.
Once we start getting out of breath, once we still feel the heart rate going a bit higher.
The exact benefits measured using these wrist trackers on 25,000 people who were non-exercisers. Long-term data from the UK Biobank found very short bouts of vigorous activity each day was associated with a 40% drop in the number of cancer deaths and a 49% reduction in the risk of fatal heart attacks and strokes compared to those who didn't do anything.
The effect sizes are comparable with meeting the full physical activity recommendation.
While the findings provide some comfort to those who can't find the time to exercise, those who can should stick to their routine. Experts say VILPA gives people another option.
If it's really help, it's a good thing.
Gabriella Rogers, 9 News.
Time for the full weather forecast with Ebony now. And Ebony, is there more rain on the way?
Melissa, there are a couple of light showers on the radar tonight, but nothing significant, particularly in light of the rain that we've had over the last few days. I'll have more on that shortly, though. For now, we are at King George Square for the launch of the Golden Casket City Hall lights. We've got entertainment on the stage and loads of people who've come out tonight to check it out. Now, the show is called Reindeer Superheroes. It's narrated by none other than swimming champion Kate Campbell. It's a free show. It's on every 15 minutes from 7:30 tonight, and it runs right through until Christmas Eve, so plenty of time to get down here and take a look. Let's get into the weather though. Now, if it felt a bit sticky overnight, well, that's because it dropped down to just 21 degrees overnight. Today we reached a top of 27, and that was around midday. It got to 29 in Ipswich, 28 in Logan and 26 in the Redlands. On tomorrow's map, heat across the northern and central interior and through parts of South Australia. That could trigger some shower activity in parts of eastern Queensland, most likely inland and in the northern tropics. Now, a very high will clear much of Victoria and parts of New South Wales. Checking the capitals, partly cloudy for Sydney and Canberra, both 23 degrees, sunny and 25 for Melbourne. A cool late change for Adelaide, 35 degrees, partly cloudy in Perth, 25. Back home in Queensland, it's a bit of a mixed bag tomorrow. That's thanks to a trough weakening over some parts of the state. We've got heat wave conditions for the north, tropical coast and tablelands. We could see some thunderstorm activity around the central parts of the state, in particular Moranbah, Gladstone, Rockhampton, even as far south as Bundaberg. For the southeast though, partly cloudy, high chance of some showers, especially around the border, medium chance elsewhere. Possible late thunderstorm in the early morning, but light winds overall. Daytime temperatures low to mid-20s. On the bay, east to southeasterly winds 10 to 15 knots, increasing in the afternoon, easing in the evening. Here in the city tomorrow, well, we can expect a partly cloudy day, slight chance of a shower heading for a top of 25 degrees. Looking ahead, we could see a few more showers coming our way Monday, temperatures jumping into the 30s from then too, possibly some storms as well. Cloudy and the chance of a shower in Ipswich tomorrow, 26 degrees, up to 30 and cloudy on Sunday. A little cooler on the Gold Coast tomorrow if you're lucky enough to be starting the school holidays there, heading for 24 degrees. And on the Sunshine Coast, chance of a shower, even a thunderstorm possible tomorrow, a top of 25 degrees. Let's take a look at the beaches. Good news for the surfers for the start of the school holidays. The waves are on the rise. Surfers up on the beaches and the points this weekend. Waves are around 1 metre and building with southeasterly winds. By Sunday afternoon, those winds are heading northerly. You should be able to bag some 4-footers this weekend, with swell expected to stay around that 1 metre mark. A little smaller on the point breaks, great for beginners or even the little ones. For swimmers, there's going to be a little bit of wind on the open beaches, but the water temperature a pretty comfortable 24 degrees. So get amongst it and don't forget to swim between the flags. Well, Melissa, the crowds really are gathering as this show is about to get underway. We're going to go and get a great spot as we celebrate Christmas in the city here in Brisbane.
It does sound and look wonderful. Ebony, thank you. And that is 9 News Queensland for this evening. Dimity Clancy's next with The Current Affair. Thank you for your company. Have a wonderful weekend. From all of us, good night.